was the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas would be there. The children were nestled and snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads, and Mama in her kerchief, I in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter nap. When out of the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Then way to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. And the moon on the breast of the new wool-fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and a great tiny reindeer, with a little old driver, so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen. Oh, go Comet, go Cupid, go Donner and Blitzer. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, and dash away, dash away all. As the dry leaves that before the wind while hurricane fly, when they met with an obstacle mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas. And then in a twinkling I heard it on the roof, the prancing and pawing of each little hoof, as I drew in my head and was turning around. Down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed in a fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his back. And then in a twinkling I heard it on the roof, the prancing and pawing of each little hoof, as I drew in my head. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples were how merry, his cheeks were all like roses, his nose like a cherry, his droll little mouth was drawn up like a little bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a joy, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of. And then in a twinkling I heard it, a wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon led me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all his stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon led me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all his stockings, then turned with a jerk,